Welcome to Win the Day from Back to the Bible. I'm your coach, Pastor Nat, and today we're going to talk about walking with Jesus. I run on one speed, and that speed is fast. When I travel, my wife continually says, "Slow down." I mean, what's the hurry? Now, I don't know if there is true urgency, but I will tell you I am on a mission. Even when I'm on vacation, I may take a week away, but I still vacation hard and fast. I'm just in a hurry. But when I look at the life of Jesus, I see a very different pace. Even in the face of trouble and death, Jesus is intentional with his moderation in timing and action. One example is found in John chapter 11. Jesus has ended his public ministry, but is still doing private ministry and, yes, even miracles. He has just received word that his friend Lazarus is on death's door, and that's where we pick it up in verse 5. Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. So when he heard that Lazarus was ill, he stayed 2 days longer in the place where he was. Then after this, he said to the disciples, "Let us go to Judea again." The disciples said to him, "Rabbi, the Jews were just now seeking to stone you. Are you going there again?" Jesus answered, "Are there not 12 hours in the day? If anyone walks in the day, he does not stumble, because he sees the light of this world. But if anyone walks in the night, he stumbles, because the light is not in him." After saying these things, he said to them, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I go to awaken him." John continues here by reminding the readers that Jesus loved this family. This was important to emphasize because Jesus' actions seem contrary. Lazarus is on death's door. So what's Jesus' response? Begin sprinting to Lazarus in Bethany? No way, hardly. He doesn't just slow down his travel, he stops it for 2 days more. Why would Jesus do this? It's likely to both display his sovereignty and strengthen the faith of the sisters and the disciples. And after the 2 days are up, Jesus tells the group, "Okay, guys, let's get out of here. It's time to head over to Bethany and Jerusalem." The disciples' response would be my response. "Jesus, are you mad? Have you forgotten? The religious leaders want to kill you. We've got a good thing here. Let's stick with the slow pace of ministry and let's live." Well, Jesus' response is a bit confusing. He says, "Are there not 12 hours in the day? If anyone walks in the day, he does not stumble, because he sees the light of this world. But if anyone walks in the night, he stumbles because the light is not in him." I'm confused. What exactly is Jesus trying to say? Well, the day represents Jesus' earthly ministry. It is proverbial in nature. So there's nothing that man could do to stop what Jesus was trying to accomplish. What Jesus wanted to do in his ministry on earth, no one could stop. Yes, he would be wise in his actions, but God is in control. The nighttime? The nighttime represents the end of his earthly ministry. Again, this point in time is fixed by God. So Jesus says, it's time to go because Lazarus is asleep. And as you may have guessed, it meant that he's dead. Now, did Jesus mess up here? No. Did his pace cause Lazarus to die? No. He was likely dead when the word came to him. So then was Jesus not really in control? Of course he's in control. That is why he could act intentionally at his own pace. So here's my challenge for you today. Trust God and walk at His pace. I love control. I love moving quickly. But I will tell you, friend, when I run ahead of God, I trip up and I hurt myself and others. Instead, I need to slow down, listen to God, and walk with Him. When we walk through life at God's pace, that is when we will win the day.